Cisco Systems announcing job cuts. The company slashing its global workforce by 5%, or about 4,250 jobs. It joined several other tech firms, reducing payrolls. Amazon, Microsoft, Alphabet. And then outside of tech, UPS slashing 12,000 jobs. Paramount, Sports Illustrated, and the LA Times all cutting back. And retailer Levi Strauss and Macy's also announcing layoffs. So let's discuss all of these labor market layoffs and job cuts. Evan Sohn, Recruiter.com chairman, is here. Good morning to you. You know, we hear about these headlines, and they're clearly affecting people in a real way. And then you look at the employment picture, and it seems to be remarkably strong. So what's happening here?
So good morning, and great to see you. You're correct. We're still dealing with the reshuffling, if you will, the restructuring and the reshuffling that was a failover from 2023, post the 22 hire at any cost. So those are really the layoffs that you actually saw. It's pretty common for these companies to be laying off. They've just become obviously more vocal and louder in today's overall economy. And the market has really rewarded companies that announced layoffs. You know, not too long ago, layoffs were a sign of weakness. Now a layoff is a sign of a company getting their house in order. But you look at a company like ZoomInfo, who reported great numbers because their revenues were growing. And I think you're going to start to see a shift in 24 really towards growing revenues. And we start to see data about the increase trend of hiring salespeople.
Is your sense that the folks, unfortunately, who do lose their jobs at some of the bigger tech companies that are getting jobs to replace them are better jobs, higher paying jobs, lower paying jobs? You're able to measure that?
Yeah, so I think the wages have become pretty stabilized. It used to be that people were leaving a job for significantly more money. They're much more lateral looking now in terms of overall wages. But when we looked at data in our partnership with Aura by Bain, and you started to see software engineers almost 50-50. For every software engineer that was leaving their firm in 23, they were being hired by somebody else. So you could really think of that as a talent shift. Company needs different types of talent today than they did a year ago, but those software engineers are still in a high demand, but maybe at a different company or maybe even in a different industry.
We talk almost every day about AI taking the jobs or potentially taking jobs of AI workers, or rather I would say of white collar workers. Is that something that we think you're already starting to see?
Yeah, so we saw a really big trend in AI jobs in the fourth quarter. I think you're going to see those impacts later on in this year in terms of cost cutting, but really, we really think it'll have a bigger impact in the fewer people needing to be hired. You know, if the rule of thumb is that through generative AI, you can get 20 to 30% more production out of a talented professional, then perhaps you can hire 3 people instead of 4. The other thing that we started to see of a longer term trend is the software's impact on financial service firms and accounting firms really since like 2016 as it relates to overall software and outsourcing. We've really seen many jobs that were back office jobs over the last decade or so really decreasing.
In terms, though, of where it's going first, is it the engineers where you're starting to see the AI be able to do what they can do and help them really sort of become much more productive, or is it other places?
Yeah, so we measure it really in terms of augmentation and automation. Augmentation, we're going to make you more productive. Automation, we need fewer of that type of job requirement. So I think a company that's very heavy in customer service roles, you could certainly see that being replaced by a chatbot or ChatGPT or a live AI person or an AI person really handling the support services, as opposed to a software engineer who's going to use tools that are going to make them far more productive than they were 5 years ago.
Okay, so here's the question, Evan. I imagine you get at cocktail parties all the time. If you had a kid today and they were going to college and had a major in something, what would you have them try to do?
Well, the highest skill that's in the skill that's in the most demand, and this came out of a LinkedIn report, is really communication skills, being able to communicate with people, build relationships. You know, those things are not going to go away. So if you're not going into software engineering and data analytics and
so engineering, you wouldn't be an engineer anymore? Engineering's out?
I would data analytics. I think generative AI, data analytics is going to be a phenomenal big field. Phenomenal big field. By the way, nurse practitioner is now the #1 ranked job in the U.S. So healthcare is still a very, very safe industry.